Hi, Gryoger here with another Let's Play Solo. Um, Once again, we're deep underground, in a dungeon outside the cemetery in Port Salen. The orange in the last theme was a little bit too much for me, so I switched to the magnificent red theme, which is still pretty bright, but not quite as obnoxious. I did also notice, every theme's a little different, but these seem to have a little bit bigger letters. So if that's important to you, a little larger font, starting with larger font, um, might make this a theme to check out. It's free. I don't honestly remember the details on it because I ended up using it because somebody had a bug with one of my extensions and mentioned he was using it, so I loaded up to make sure there wasn't a problem with the extension. Anyway, before we get going, a couple other tips on options. So last time we used the all the monsters roll individual initiatives. That is an optional rule. I'm going to turn that off for this playtest, just because it generally makes things easier for the party, and I'm trying to see whether these just how balanced the encounter tables are. In particular, this one right here. My current feeling is I was conservative when I built these tables as far as the um, number of monsters appearing, and my feeling is I can probably go back up to a more normal one, except for some of the extremely dangerous things like sturges. Once they get on you, things are really bad, and and maybe those swords, fly swords. All right, where we ended. Well, let me walk you through where these options are that I want to talk about. First, one tip before you even get into the game: when you're playing solo, you have the option to make the game cloud or land. For solo play, you should probably just make it land. That way, nobody can jump in, and it loads a tiny bit faster. Um, though, if you are doing connect to each other, you need to look at the internal IP addresses, which are below the list of campaigns and also the extensions. All right, so on the combat, we have combat and combat auto initiative. He's had it on. That's giving him initiative. The rules where the whole group goes is called group, and then you can turn it off, where you would roll presumably everything manually. So I'm going to change it to group for the playtest. Though, obviously, if you're in solo play, if you feel that the monsters are running over you, you can certainly change it to on to ease up the difficulty. The other thing I wanted to talk about is I prefer it's down in house rules. Where is it? I think I passed it. That looks like it. No, it's equipped effects. There it is. I prefer my NPC hit points to be random. That way, not every orc has the same hit points. Uh, so that's definitely a personal preference. It just feels gamey to me if every orc in the world has the same exact number of hit points. All right. With that said, let's get going and get back to our four brave adventurers. So I've generated some goblins because, as you may remember, the last thing we did was place this tile before the the orangeness got too much for me, and we have a monster encounter. So this time we hit some goblins. Let's go ahead and grab this. Put it there. And get them on the tracker. All right, so the goblins, of course, are intelligent. And they're going to be behind one of these doors. Probably there's 4 of them, which conveniently puts a couple by each door. Oh, also, I notice he has the facing indicator on. It's not particularly important. If I think about it, I'll turn it off though. I'll kind of just set them up like that, which gives us kind of a general start. So the big question, of course, is do the goblins hear the party approaching? But usually I'm going to still run my standard door procedure where we're going to send the rogue up to take a look at the door, determine whether it's locked or trapped, and then take a listen. So let's send him on up and see how he does. So in order to do that, let's go on to Mr. Proudfoot. I'll go ahead and hot link these things that we're going to use right away. So we have stealth, so he sneaks up and he's good at it. Then he looks to see if there's something interesting, and he's actually quite bad at that for rogue. And then if he finds something, he will try to remove it. So this Mr. Proudfoot truly is a child of the streets and didn't learn much about traps there, apparently. So there we go. So he sneaks up, listens, and should he find the door's locked or something, he'll try to unlock it. If it's trapped, he'll try to untrap it, which may cause me to do another roll if they both happen to be locked and trapped. So back to our thing, and as we seen how we generated this last time, the door is locked but not trapped. There's monsters, which are goblins, and there's another door out of here, and it's got 2 doors, right? We have 2 doors. We have one that continues onward and one. So once again, straight is directly across from the orientation we're coming in. We're coming in this way, and right is right there. All right, so it is locked. So he goes up there and he sneaks up poorly. Despite the fat mod, he rolls. He shuffles his feet a little bit, makes a little bit of noise. He's still fairly quiet. That fat mod's helping him out there. Now the goblins have a passive perception of 9, so they just even with him screwing up a little bit, but through the door, right? I usually get people -2 through the door, so he's still quiet enough. He will take a look at the door and determine that the doors are locked but not trapped. He will then listen at the door, which means I need to roll again. First perception was checking to see if the door was trapped or locked. Okay, so he does not hear the goblins, who are reasonably stealthy, not horribly. They don't actually have the skill, so they're 16. So he doesn't hear them. He does know the door's trapped. I'm sorry, the door is locked. He rolled well on his remove it. So the door is now unlocked. So he's going to sneak back down, tell the guys that door is now unlocked. You didn't hear anything on the other side, and let's rumble. Our party will advance boldly. My other party would probably spread out a little bit, but these guys' party order says they're like this. Seems a little extreme. I'm going to back these guys up so they can take a little bit more advantage of the polearm guy. And we'll do it this way. So Martin, the fighter, is going to throw the door open. And we'll go from there. It's quite likely the goblins hear Martin coming. Because his passive stealth is going to be terrible. Stealth is +2, and then he's got the disadvantage, so that's -5. So it's -3, so it's a 7. So their passive perception was 9. That means they just hear him. Exactly. So they look over towards the door. Let's roll the PC initiatives. All right, so the party's surprised. So they're gonna chill out, get ready to open the door. We're gonna get this door. That's when the first goblin. So they've heard him. He will move up to the door and unlock it using his action. He did not hear Proudfoot, so he doesn't know the door's unlocked. He does find out probably when he's turning the key, but after that, he's already committed, so he'll just wave at the door and back up a little. The second goblin is going to move up, use this object interaction to throw the door open. Let's get the door open. And look at the startled party. Now, the good thing is because the party went first, that means they have their reactions. But he is going to stab the fighter in front of him. And he hits. He'll use the scimitar. And he will go ahead and use Nimble Escape, which basically lets him disengage or hide as a bonus action. So he's going to bonus action disengage. So he had to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And he'll hold right there with his scimitar in hand. This guy, 3, 4. It's a little far to get to him. Instead, he is going to use his short bow and attack. Oh, it's not good for him. All right. Martin takes it like a champ, though. Staggers, but stays on his feet. So it was 1, 2, 3. The archer's going to split out a little bit. Move over here. Move back a little bit. Takes our final guy. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. and ram it. Try to disembowel poor Martin. Oh, another hit. Martin's hanging tough. Oh my God, they're rolling ones. Then he's gonna nimble escape over to here. So, guy in the corner up here's got his bow out. Everybody else has scimitars. That ends surprise round with a very startled party. The first one to recover is the Eladrin, who clearly sees one guy, though he knows there's more. He is going to consider casting a spell, seeing how Martin's already in trouble. Yeah, sleep. If he could see more of them, he would probably consider it. Grease would help on them sneaking in and out. That seems like probably his better play. So cover 10-foot square centered on the part within range and turns into difficult terrain. So he's going to throw grease. He's going to put it right here. I'm going to take that off. So it makes it difficult terrain, and they might fall down. For those who aren't familiar with grease. One of the nice features of Fantasy Grounds is you can output it to chat. So like if you're not in a solo game, everybody can see how it works. So basically, what the grease spell is doing is they got to make dex saves or fall prone. So he glitters in the lantern light. He's probably going to put a little bit of space. Let Proudfoot and Martin say, and he will let these guys know in a low voice he greased the entrance in case they missed it somehow. The goblins. All right, so the goblins see a glistening thing appear. Number 11. He's going to do it anyway. He's going to move up to here. So he's going to attack. That's a hard corner, so it's -2. He's trying to finish Martin. He does miss. He's going to use his nimble escape to back on up. 2 over to here. Trying to stay out of sight of the party. Or at least anybody other than Martin. This guy has his... he doesn't want to mess with the magic. He is simply going to back up, drop his scimitar to the ground, pull out his short bow, and fire. Oh, it's not looking good for Martin. Oh, poor Martin goes down hard. Clank. Big clank as his armor form hits the ground. Oh. Seriously. Oh, he has this on. I usually turn these things upside down. I'll just flip the up. I see that little arrow. If it's heading down, that means he's down. Well, things are opening up. This guy already has his bow in hand. He is going to move over. 1, 2, lean around the corner, take a shot at the next guy. So 3. Martin down, there's no covers. So far right at the cleric. He gets him. Oh, takes him to critical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy has no real great options. He's going to use this object interaction to put a scimitar up. Then he'll go 1, 2, 3, carefully skirting the grease. 4. He's going to fire at the cleric. He missed. It's good for the cleric. At the cleric. Cleric. So we got a man down, and he's hurt himself pretty badly. And let's just take a quick look. He's got Disciple Life. He's got Spare to Dying. He's probably better off just healing somebody. He could try a direct attack. He does have Guiding Bolt or even a Sacred Flame. He just feels that Martin, their whole strategy arises around Martin, so he needs to get Martin up. That's what he feels like. So what he is going to do is go 1, 2, and he is going to cast Cure Light Wounds on Martin. So he's a healer, and we remember Disciple Life gives us 2 plus the spell level, which is plus 3. And then it's the first level cure. So he peps Martin up, and I'm gonna move his to the side, say that he's prone, but conscious now. 1, 2. He's gonna go ahead and move up, take a look at that goblin, but shut the door. 1, 2, 3. How much does Martin weigh? Thinking about pulling Martin back some. Martin's didn't have the stuff in. Martin is clearly a male. He's probably about 18. We'll call him 6 foot, and he's like 175-ish. He is wearing 154, so 175. He's over 1. He's around 330 of his gear. The mage can drag 420. So he did one, two, three, four, five, six. He's going to pull Martin back this far. Trying to reset the battlefield, especially with the grease on the other side. And then as a free action, seeing how he's critically injured, he is going to go ahead and drop prone. Oh, actually, technically, he can't drop prone. He moved too far. You can't drop prone if your speed 0. So he considers dropping prone, but he still thinks it's more important to get Martin back, give him some reach. And that will end his turn. Martin is prone. He is going to get up. Wow. Martin will go ahead and he's fully unhurt again. He just wants to be a wall for his guys. He is going to stand up and advance to here. I'm going to try to let his opportunity attack help his party should the goblins charge forth. So he's going to dodge. So he stands up, moves up 1, and dodges. Effects. Dodge. Dodge is one of those things that comes up pretty often. A lot of people hotkey it. All right, so he's dodging. He'll go ahead and hit in turn, which takes us to Proudfoot. Proudfoot wants to ready a shot. He's probably... Well, he's probably not going to get a good shot. You know what he's going to do? He's going to move right behind Martin. And so he's a halfling, and halflings have ability where they can hide only by a creature at least one size larger. So he's going to hide behind. Normally he can't do it. He's going to hide behind Martin. So he hides. To keep things suspenseful, obviously in a real game you would roll his stealth right now. I am not going to roll it until it becomes important. So I don't know whether he hit successfully or not. That kind of keeps things exciting for solo play. So I will just go. He does stealth. And so he's hidden. His plan is to Martin's probably going to stay still. He still has his bow in hand. Because he's not second level and can't hide as a free action, he is going to try to shoot somebody with stealth to get sneak attack the following round. That also leaves the door closed, which he... All right, so it takes us to a new round. Our goblins. And they close the door. Got a bunch of archers set up. Door's not locked, or he doesn't think it is, but this guy's got the key anyway. He's willing to start the chain off. He is going to move over to here, check the door, and try to open it. When it does open, He will pull it open as his object interaction. And this little thing just makes it hard to click on the door. All right, so the door's open once again. So yeah, Martin's dodging, he's hiding, and he's also got cover behind. Let's see. He's got scimitar in hand. So to use his object interaction. So 1, 2, 3. He's gonna 4, 5. He's gonna drop his scimitar and pull out his bow and shoot. Disadvantage is Martin's dodging, and he missed. 6. He's gonna move over to here. This goblin is simply gonna stand in front. He's gonna move in front of his buddy. Fire at the fighter. Once more. If they miss again, they may consider something. They miss again. 1, 2, 3. He'll move all the way into the corner. All right. This guy. 1, 2, 3. So the fighter's clearly a hard target. He starts looking for other people. So now I'm going to roll Proudfoot stealth, because if he can see him, he might shoot at him. He wants to shoot at somebody else other than the dodging fighter. So let's go ahead and see how Mr. Proudfoot did on his stealth. Oh. See, this is why I drag him all the way down, so you don't have to scroll as much on the player side. All right, so he's got a great stealth. Oh, this character sheets where you double click that for so long. All right, so he's got a 23. The goblin's got a 9. Has perception, doesn't see him at all. He will, and keep in mind, that's a halfling special ability. Normally you can't hide behind another guy. That means he's going to shoot for the critical cleric. Cleric has cover. And the goblin shoots at the... Let's get a... All right. Oh, we got him. Drops the cleric. Cleric goes down. That was 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. He doesn't see Proudfoot either. We got the mage. We got the fighter. We're gonna shoot at the mage. So he's got cover. And then somebody. Oh, he crits the mage. That's not good. Oh, he drops him. Surprise is so brutal for low-level parties. All right, we got Proudfoot and the fighters up. So first thing that happens, apparently he has auto death saves on, so he fails. I prefer to take it off myself, but that's fine. It's certainly faster. Martin. Wow. Martin's plan was to be the wall, but his guys are down anyway. Feels like he's got to do something to try to kill some goblins. Meanwhile, Proudfoot is hiding behind him, so he doesn't really want to move. Looking through his gear, he doesn't have javelins, which is unfortunate. This guy, though, is a glaive wielder, so he doesn't have a shield, which means he doesn't have to worry about taking it off. He's got daggers. He's got a crossbow. Feels like the crossbow is the thing to do. So he is going to drop his glaive, whip out his light crossbow, I assume. Oh, this is a heavy crossbow. Whips out that heavy crossbow and fires at... let's see what he's got on the other one. Who's prone? Oh, Martin? Oh. I did it, but I didn't say I was prone. All right. Last time, apparently. It looks like he's got a clear shot on 2. He's going to crank up that heavy crossbow and fire. Not sure why they give him. I still have prone. Oh, I did it wrong. I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, one of the reasons I had these effects is because he dropped a 12 first. So he actually rolled a 12 plus 4, 16, which should hit the sky. I do this thing to show me which drop first for when I make a mistake like right here where I should have had prone off. So he actually hits the guy. Let's get rid of prone. That is my one thing, and I'm not the only one who does that with that prone extension. Feels like the buttons are backwards. All right, so he did hit him, which would be super good if he drops him. Oh, he criticals him, but doesn't kill him. All right. He's gonna end his turn. All right. The only person Proudfoot could see is that guy, so he's gonna shoot him. But he's also thinking the cleric down and the mage down, maybe we should beat feet. But he's already set up for the shot, so he'll go ahead and take it. He's going to use his short bow. He does have advantage because the goblin does not see him. Though he will as soon as he shoots him. Hopefully. That got him. This is the automatic sneak on Better Combat Effect Gold, by the way. If you guys are wondering. It automatically keeps track of whether you got. And so he kills him. That is good. He is now visible, so he is going to 1, 2, close the door. All right, which means I gotta move this thing. 3, 4, 5, 6. Martin, we gotta pull these guys back. They come after in the grease, we'll shoot them to pieces, but we're not that far from the entrance. Let's get out of here. Put the cleric down. I don't think we got any healing potions. Let me check if this party has any healing potions. Fantasy ground, party sheet, inventory. Let's build it. Parchment pouch. Nope. All right. These guys gotta get out of here. They can do a running fight, but this isn't not something they want to win. So, Proudfoot. He also fails his test side. That's another reason to try to get these guys out of here before they bleed out. All right, new round. Oh no. If he rolls a 1, he doesn't. Martin. Martin doesn't entirely agree with this, but he doesn't have a better suggestion. So he is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's moving 5 because he wants to go prone. But for his action, he's going to try a medicine check on the Eladrin to try to stabilize him. Geez, when I was looking at inventory, let me just see if anybody's got a healer's kit. Let me see, D, E, F, J, K, hammer. Nope. That's a cheap low cost buy, by the way. It'll auto stable, so poor Martin doesn't have to try to medicine skill him. The DC is quite low. Needs a 10. Oh, he doesn't get it, but it'll make it worse either. All right, Martin is now going to drop prone, and of course the elf's already prone. They're trying to make themselves less susceptible to shots. Sproutfoot's idea to try to drag these guys away. His strength is okay. His drag is probably 360. The cleric's going to be reasonably heavy. I don't think Azamars are any particular. Nope. All right, we'll say he's 175. He's carrying 97. So yeah, he's gonna start pulling him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He likes Martin's idea. He's gonna try medicine checking to drop prone. -1, but he gets him anyway. All right, so he stabilizes the cleric. Stable? I think it might be on here. Yeah, there it is. This will stop. You gotta, if you're doing manual, then you don't have to do it. But these auto rolls will roll if he's not stable. All right, so he goes prone. There we go. Let's make sure both Martin's got prone on him. Yeah, let's put prone on both of them. I want effects. I want prone. Little P. He's prone, and he is prone as well. All right, so everybody should be prone. Okay. Ian's turn. Goblins go. Well, shit. Well, it worked, sort of. We got most of them down. His plan. He's going to pick up a scimitar. Bow in one hand, scimitar in the other. 2, 3. He's going to drop the bow. And open this door again. Lean around, see these guys. That's 3. 4, 5, 6. He's got a scimitar. He's going to try a running jump across the grease next time. This guy. 1, 2. He's going to go 1, 2. He's got a bunch of prone guys. It's probably not obvious to him. They've moved. There's blood spears probably. I'm not sure he can tell who's down. Let's see. They know they dropped the elf and the cleric. Dropped the fighter, but he got back up. So they're assuming right now that the guy's still alive. You know what he's going to do? He's going to move right up to here. He's going to ready a shot to shoot the first person who stands up. It's this guy. That sounds like a reasonably good plan, really. He's going to stand there and do the same thing. He is stable. New round. Oh, it's not suspicious as they're standing there with their bows back, pointing at Martin. No, not suspicious at all. Unfortunately, the Eladrin is not stable. So lying there, he's gonna try basic first aid. It feels like there might be a little penalty to basic first aid. It's probably not much of one, but still, he's trying not to get shot. I'm gonna give it a -1 on his medicine. He needs a 10. Oh, it's a good thing I'm not playing critical failures. All right. In this case, he's gonna crawl. You crawl at half speed. He's gonna go 2, 4, 6. This guy's bleeding out. Proudfoot, can you do anything for him? Well, shit, says Proudfoot. Grab the cleric and drag him around the corner. I got him stabilized. Alright, it's the cleric stable. Oh no. This could be. Oh, he doesn't die. Yep. Well, shit. Why haven't you shot him, Brett? Because they're like crawling away. Oh, well, shit, if they're crawling away, he is going to grab, he's going to put up his bow as object interaction. He's going to grab his scimitar on the way, and then he's going to try to jump the grease. 1, 2, 3, 4 is his plan. Uh, Mildly tricky in combat. I'm gonna make him do athletics if he screws it up, because I'm sure his strength is high enough. Yeah, his strength's high enough for that corner. Then he may end up in the grease. Well, let's see how he does. It's unlikely they have athletics. No, no, they have a stealth. So that's going to be a straight strength check. He needs like a. It's not that hard. I'd say this is probably a 10. I got my eyes closed before I saw the roll. Oh, he blew it. All right, so it's all going perfectly according to plan as his feet just hit the very edge of the grease. All right, so let's go look up that grease spell, but basically he needs to make a save. Um, so going back to our mage. So the grease is it's a dex save as I remember. When the grease appears, dex save or go prone. All right, so he skids on the grease on his heels. And makes it. All right, so it makes it. Enters error, ends the turn, must perceive. Okay. So basically, he doesn't fall prone, but the fact he hit the grease means it was going to be 4 to here. I'm going to make it 5 to there because grease is difficult terrain. If I can get him, I hate these new boxes. Make it so hard to select stuff. All right, so it's 5 to there. He's got scimitar in hand. He is going to try to keep out of the line of fire of his guys. He's going to move up 1 more square. Looking at all these prone guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I'll move. He'll be able to attack in melee next time. So he's got his bow, but he's got scimitar out. He jumped. Could do an attack. They're all prone. Doesn't sound that good. He's gonna. He is gonna finally double move, and he'll stop a little. Yeah, he's gonna stop a little bit short. Yeah. You know that they drag people away out of the opportunities. So he's gonna not get too close. Wow, inspired by this guy. This guy's gonna leave his bow out though. He's gonna basically back up because they want a 10-foot running start. So move to here. 1, 2, 3. There's this jump. 4 if he doesn't hit the grace. So we determined it's athletics, which is strength check, and the goblins aren't that strong. Strength check, he needs a 10. He flies over it. So he backed up. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 1 more move. He's still got a bow out. He assumes his buddy's going to do the same. He'll move there and ready a shot at the first enemy who moves. He's still hoping they'll stand up, but he'll shoot even if the guy's crawling. This guy is going to follow what his other buddy did, except for he's going to be about one behind him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, assuming he doesn't hit the grease. Oh, all right, he floats over it. 6. He's got his bow out. He is going to do essentially the same thing. Move up a little bit closer though. No, he can't. He's gonna have to stay there if he wants to fire. He will. He'll do the same thing. He'll fire on a movement. All right, so Proudfoot. Wow. Jesus, he wants to get the guy around the corner. The guy's dying. He's got 1 round before things get real, and he doesn't want to be prone with a goblin coming up with a scimitar. You get around the corner. Try moving around the corner. Depending on what happens. Go from there. I guess Martin's going to have to try to hold him off. All right, Martin, you hold him off. All right, so he is going to start moving to here, which is going to trigger those readies. He is dragging the Eladrin. They swap because he wants to heal. His plan tentatively is to get around the corner and heal and try a medicine check on the Eladrin. So we'll see if it works out. Meanwhile, these archers are going to fire at him. Now he's prone, so they have disadvantage. So I'm going to just fire off a goblin. And they should recognize his proneness. And they missed. And missed. Okay, that worked. 1, 2, 3. And he gently slings the guy around behind him, and then he's going to try a medicine check as his action. This will get dicey real fast. I think he's got a -1. He's not concerned about staying behind him, so he has a normal, no negatives. Oh my God. CPR. This guy's a stud. All right, so he's stabilized this Eladrin. All right. He'd love to get up, but he doesn't have enough movement. Round. Martin looks over at Proudfoot. It gives us a thumbs up first because he's stabilized. Now, nice cool thing is that Proudfoot has has drawn the fire of those ready guys. So Martin is going to stand up. You are prone. See, it feels like to me it should be over here, but let's stand up. So he stands up. Oh, the Eladrin was holding their lantern, and he shouldn't actually have any light. right now because he probably dropped the lantern when he went down. Let's get this. Oh, I guess I didn't do it. DM must have done it. Martin has got the light. Does somebody else have a light? I guess not. I thought somebody else had a light. All right. In that case, the thing is, Martin cannot see the second goblin. He is going to stand up. He is going to try to kill one of these goblins. He's going to swing at this guy. He gets to use his full. He angrily glares. Missed. He's going to try his glaive butt. As a bonus action. Oh, man. All right. He's still got his. All right. He's going to stand over his cleric's body. He'll move over on top of him. And if the goblin moves up with his scimitar, he gets an opportunity attack. All right. That's all I can do. Proudfoot. Oh, Proudfoot will stand up. This is okay. I'm gonna move. I usually turn to things, but because he's got a facing indicator, so I'm just changing the little arrows. You probably can't see them hardly. Little gold arrows to signify whether they're up or down. Some ways it's easier than moving the tokens. Yeah. He's man, he wants to be second level so he could alt action, so he could bonus action stealth. He's brave. Feels like he is going to attempt. So I stood up. One, two. He is going to shoot this guy. He has cover for Martin, the close guy. And oh my god. Coming through with the big crit. Oh, but not much damage. Still a crit. All right. It's going to make him think about it, though. He's going to back around the corner. It's a tough thing. He really kind of wants to know what's going on, but he's trying not to get hit in case something bad happens. Maybe he can run around. If Martin can drop another one. Martin, you okay? I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm just around. I'm just waiting. All right. Okay. Yeah. He got shot by that little runt. Who's actually his size. He's got his buddies coming. He's got a big weapon. So the way I tend to play this stuff, these guys have no idea this guy has heavy weapon mastery. So he's going to close anyway, and so the guy's going to whack him. Now the other guys, once they see him happening, these are intelligent monsters. They may go, oh, there's something when you move close to this guy, he swings at you. But this could be Martin's time to shine on this opportunity attack. Oh, come on. By the way, when you drop, it'll be fine if you see the image over here. Oh, he missed. Oh, that sucks. All right, the goblin's going to close. Going down. Going downtown. My buddies are going to be here in a second. He's going to swing at Martin. He gets him. Take that! He stabs Martin. He slashes him. Oh! Even still, this guy's clearly dangerous, Martin. So he moved up one. He's going to nimble escape back. 2, 3, 4. Finish him! He screams at the other goblins and goblin. So this guy has a bow. 1, 2, 3, and he'll fire right between the eyes is what he's aiming for. Right at the nose guard, and he hits him. Oh my god. All right, poor Martin takes it like a champ. Oh, but goes down with a mighty clatter of armor. Well, sheet. So let's see. He had moved up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll keep his bow out. I'm thinking about Proudfoot. He just came around the corner and shot some money. He's not going to be able to get into melee. He is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and ready to shoot the first hostile. He's expecting Proudfoot to come around the corner. And he's stable, so there's not much going to happen here. Unfortunately, one of the problems with stabilizing people is they have no chance to get a roll of 20 to get up, but it's still better than bleeding out. So he's stable as well. Takes us into a new round as these gobs are going to try to finish Proudfoot. Proudfoot gets the drop on him. Martin. Proudfoot stays quiet, but he heard that horrendous crash and Martin's going down. He is going to quietly move up, peek around the corner, which this guy's going to shoot him. Number 13 will shoot at him, but Proudfoot has cover, so -2. It dings off the wall next to him. Proudfoot takes in poor Martin down. He's got a critically injured goblin in the back. But he doesn't want to take the -2, so he's just going to shoot at one of the closer guys and hope for a high roll. He really doesn't want to leave his buddies. But this is his chance. He'll shoot at the guy right there, number 12. Oh, he missed. What does Proudfoot speak? Does he speak? Do they do languages? Because if he knows Goblin, he'll try to taunt him, get him to follow him. Common. That means when the thing generated, a language wasn't picked because it defaults to common. So he's actually owed a language. So See how he didn't pick, and they're not my characters. I'm just going to I'm going to call it Goblin. So Proudfoot is going to scream at them in Goblin. It's going to tell them that their moms were human and they suck. Like dwarves. And yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. He's going to grab this guy and pull him back as well. And yeah. Alright, he's stable. The goblins. What? My mother is not a human. You asshole. Alright, enraged by the insults. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is going to lean around the thing and take a shot. Once again, this whole leaning thing that I'm doing, it's because you're allowed to actually see from your corners instead of the middle like Fantasy Grounds does it. The corners of your token is what I'm talking about. So he can really see as if like he's where I'm standing. He will go ahead and shoot Proudfoot because this guy deserves to die. And he hits him. Could this be the end? He's moderate. All right, so it's 5 to here, and then he's going to pull back 6. Give his other buddies a chance to get up there. All right. So this... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to shoot. Oh, could this be it? Oh, it's it. 6. 6. Proudfoot's down. The entire party has fallen deep in the dungeons underneath Port Salen. A young, brave group of adventurers have breathed their last. Let's talk about this TPK. This one, once again, surprise is extraordinarily devastating the first level party, and they managed to get it. Goblins in particular have a +6 stealth, so they're nasty. Any monster hiding in a room is likely to try to use whatever stealth it has. Even if you don't use any other 2024 rules, I do prefer their new stealth rules where you don't have advantage and you only get disadvantage on initiatives. There's some odd things, like in this case, well, if they're surprised and they don't know the thing, because the problem with at the door, right? The guys would have opened the door, but they should have had lower initiative. But what happens if their initiative is higher? It's not perfect. The real killer here is that in surprise they get advantage. So I'm going to tune out here. My takeaway here is the tables are still working pretty good. It was a pretty good fight. It's just that first round of surprise. And we're going to tune in for the next week